Before humans ruled the earth, open land could kill without moving. For early humans, migration was not adventure. It was survival under pressure. Every step cost energy the body could not replace. The weakest always felt the drought first. Care was not softness. Care was a survival strategy. Strength mattered, but strength alone was never enough. The old survived by reading signs the young often missed. Bones on the ground told one simple truth. Life had already failed here. And in this world, hunger did not belong only to humans. Hyenas were patient hunters. They waited for weakness to separate from the group. The elder heard danger before he could see it. Silence became the tribe's first warning system. The young man stood forward, but fear was standing with him. Ahead was thirst. Behind was teeth. Early humans were not masters of the land. They were moving through it carefully. To stop here was to become part of the bones. Then the ground began to speak. Something heavy was crossing the dead plain. From the dust came a creature older than their memory. A giant ancient turtle, slow, massive, and completely uninterested in humans. The young man saw a threat. The mother saw something too large to understand. But the elder watched its feet, not its shell. Where the turtle stepped, the earth changed. It did not attack. It simply continued towards something it knew. Fear turned into curiosity. The elder touched the footprint like a memory buried in dirt. There was moisture beneath the cracked surface. For a thirsty tribe, that was not a detail. It was a direction. They would not command the animal. They would follow what it knew. This is how intelligence began, not by conquering nature, but by watching it. The turtle's path became a map without words. Every damp track confirmed the elder's decision. But hunger pulls harder than wisdom. Insects, green shoots, darker soil, small signs of water nearby. The elder tried to teach with gestures, because speech was still young. In the distance, bones promised food. The young man wanted what he could see, not what he had to trust. The elder knew thirst would kill before hunger did. The tribe stood between two instincts: eat now or live longer. The turtle did not wait for human doubt. The mother chose the path that gave the child a chance. They turned toward the bones, but kept the turtle in sight. A carcass field was both resource and warning. A long bone could become a tool before it became a weapon. Stone, bone, and memory were the first technologies of survival. Ahead, the turtle moved toward lower ground. The sound of breaking bone traveled farther than the tribe understood. In harsh worlds, the vulnerable were often fed first. Then impatience found a larger prize. One step away from the group could change everything. The child followed curiosity into danger. The wind shifted, carrying scent across the dry grass. Predators read the air as humans read the ground. The hyenas did not rush. They arranged the trap slowly. The elder understood the sound before the others did. The mother turned, and the child was gone. Panic is ancient. So is the fight to control it. The young man was still reaching for the bone. Then, the escape path closed. Fear made the child smaller than the ribs around him. The young man finally saw the cost of leaving the tribe. Ahead was mud. Behind was hunger with teeth. The mother moved before reason could stop her. But one body alone could not break a predator circle. The hyenas pushed them toward softer ground. A bone in human hands became distance, not dominance. The child ran into the mud and sank. The young man tried to save him, and became trapped too. Then, the turtle's slow body crossed the battlefield. The elder saw not a miracle, but a shape, a wall, a chance. Noise became a weapon. Dust became cover. The mother moved low, protecting two lives at once. The young man used the turtle's height for only a moment. He did not defeat the predator. He bought time. turtle remained what it was, an animal following its own path. But its body split the danger into pieces, and the tribe turned those pieces into a plan. A lone human was prey. A united group was a problem. The mother reached the child. The young man fell, but he stayed between danger and the weak. Stomping, striking, moving together, cooperation became force. The hyenas calculated the risk and stepped back. No victory song followed, only breath, mud, and relief. Survival often looks less like triumph and more like shock. The first reward was not food. It was seeing the child breathe. The young man carried shame now. The elder did not punish him. The land had already taught the lesson. The turtle was still moving. This time, they followed with trust earned by danger. Dry dust gave way to darker soil. Green leaves appeared like a promise. The turtle's footprint gathered a small shine of water. The child saw it first. Hidden behind brush and stone, the land still held life. Even desperate thirst waited for the elder's test. Knowledge protected them from drinking blindly. The child drank before the strong. The tribe took turns, because water shared as life extended. Above them, fruit hung just out of reach. Now, the young man used strength with patience, not pride. The elder marked the lesson inside himself. Follow signs, not fear. Evening softened the killing heat. The hyenas remained, but distance now favored the tribe. They formed a circle, the oldest shape of protection. Beside them, the turtle rested like a stone from another age. For one night, the mother and child could stop running. The young man placed down the bone. Acceptance kept the tribe whole. Exile would have made them weaker. Food was divided not by power, but by need. The child no longer saw only a monster. The elder drew memory into the dirt. Before writing, humans carried knowledge through marks, gestures, and imitation. Night came, but the group was no longer lost. At dawn, the ancient turtle moved on. They did not need to follow forever. They had learned how to look. In the mud, human footprints ran beside turtle tracks, a memory of survival carried into migration.